Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hermione and I make videos about eco-conscious living, vlogs, and DIYs. Today is Earth Day, which is pretty much one of my favorite days of the year. Today is a day to celebrate the Earth and highlight the importance of conservation and protecting the Earth, and also educating people about climate change, plastic pollution, and just in general, a really important day for environmentalism. Today is the 51st anniversary of Earth Day. Earth Day originally started in 1970 as like the start of the environmentalist movement. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 10 habits and swaps that you can make this month and throughout the entire year in honor of Earth Day, because every day should be Earth Day. The first one. Do the 4 R's, but make sure to do them in the right order. They are in an order for a reason. It's reduce, reuse, and then at the end, recycle. I think a lot of people put such a big focus on recycling, but if you look at the very first step, which is reduce, if you reduce your consumption, which prevents you from creating the waste in the first place, so you don't have to deal with how you're going to deal with the waste. Along with these 4 classic R's, I'd like to add 3 more. Remove, refuse, and rally. So remove, if you're on a beach or out and about, please pick up trash and litter that you see around. That way, it won't end up blowing into the ocean. The seabirds will thank you, and so will the turtles, and all the other marine animals in the ocean. Along with that, refuse. Try to refuse single-use items like straws and bags, especially in restaurants. You don't need a straw to drink water, so when the waiter gives you a straw just for water, then say, no, I don't want a straw, thank you. And if the waiter looks at you funny, then you can just say, save the turtles, and kind of like explain the reasoning behind it, and maybe you'll educate them about the environment as well. By refusing, you spread your message of environmentalism to others around you, and they're like, hey, I have a plastic bag. They're refusing it. Why am I not refusing it, and why am I continuing to pollute the environment? So that is a positive influence that you can have on other people. In addition to refusing and having that influence on other people around you, you can rally. If there are environmental protests around you, you can participate in them, or you can start your own. You can also always email politicians, companies, and people in positions of power to lobby for environmental change, because that is ultimately where the change needs to come from. If we want like a lot of big change, basically push from the people to the government to change policies, and that way we can achieve a more green world. Number 2. Reusable utensils. This is a really simple swap. You don't have to go out and get fancy bamboo ones from Earth Hero. Save yourself the money. Just wrap a spoon and a fork in a napkin or put it in a cloth. I do have this wooden spoon and these chopsticks that I sometimes take with me. I got these as a gift from a friend, but if you take these utensils with you whenever you go out, and if you're getting ice cream or something in a cup, then you can also bring your own cup and bring your own spoon. So you are completely pretty much zero waste and you just eat the ice cream. This is a simple swap that you can do with things that you already have at home. Number 3, bring a reusable bag with you wherever you go. This is a pretty common swap, and it's going to become more common now because in New Jersey they're banning single-use bags starting May 4th. May the 4th be with you, and may the reusable bags be with you as well. If you really have to, you can purchase a bag, but honestly I feel like everyone has some form of reusable bag nowadays, with companies just giving them out, and sometimes you forget a bag and you purchase one at Target, or you have an insulating bag from Trader Joe's or something. A reusable bag is a very simple swap that you can make. Now, sometimes we forget our reusable bags, so here's a little tip. Have multiple reusable bags basically everywhere. Have 1 or 2 in your car, have 1 in your bag, have 1 accessible to you at all times so you can just grab it and go. By the way, this is my favorite reusable bag. It literally has these hummingbirds on it. I mean, how cute is that? Number 4, and I'm pretty sure we've all heard this. Yup, that's right. A reusable water bottle. So this is just a water bottle that I have and I'm using every day. You don't need to go out and get one of those fancy aesthetic, eco-friendly, clean canteens or anything like that. I mean, those are nice, and don't get me wrong, they are very good, but honestly, it is much more sustainable to use what you already have. So you can use this and fill it up wherever you go instead of having to use plastic water bottles. And that just saves so much plastic, so many resources, and these are also really nice and insulating, so they keep your cold drinks cold cold and your hot drink's hot. Plus, in a hot car, plastic like leaches into your water and it makes the water taste really weird. That can't be good for you. Moving on, number 5. I'm pretty sure you might have heard this before. A reusable straw. I literally have 4 of these. Or is it 5? I don't remember. Here's a tip. If you are an environmentalist, don't go out and buy yourself a reusable straw. You know why? Because when everyone hears that you are an environmentalist and care about the environment, they're literally going to get you a straw, so you don't have to get yourself one. There are 4 main types of straws that you can get. Glass, metal, bamboo, and silicone. I have 3 silicone straws. These are by a brand called Go Silly, and they actually have a recycling program. So after you're done with your straws, you can recycle them. One of these looks like this. It's in a little tin. You open it up. It's folded inside. Take it out. Boom. This is a very stretchy straw. You can use it with hot or cold drinks, and it doesn't feel weird on your teeth like metal does. I also have a combination of metal and silicone. This is a straw that comes with a little case. This is by London. I got this from a friend, and this is what it looks like. You can see over here there's a rubber or silicone tip, so the part that you're drinking from doesn't feel weird because this part is silicone, but the base of it is retractable and it is made out of metal. Personally, I find with all metal straws, it feels weird on your teeth, and also if you have a cold or hot drink, so I don't really recommend metal straws, but they are an option. Glass straws I don't have as well because they are so easily breakable and they're not really good for travel because of that. And as for bamboo, that is another option, but I haven't really gotten a chance to try that out yet. But bamboo is a fast-growing resource, so it is an option. You can take these straws with you out and about. These are good for restaurants if you're getting lemonade or something. And there are also thicker straws that you can use to sip heavier drinks like smoothies and boba. Those kind of drinks you need a straw for. Number 6. Shower quicker. This not only is good for the planet, but it's also good for your skin. If you have dry skin and eczema like I have, then it's good to take shorter showers so your skin gets dried out less. But if you keep your showering time down to about 5 or 6 minutes, it's a good amount of time. In addition to showering faster, look into waterless beauty products like shampoo bars, body wash bars. Basically, anything in a bar form saves water because it's not in the actual product. Around 70 to 80% of shampoo is made up of water, so you'll be saving yourself money in the long run and also water for the environment. Number 8. Buy local and organic produce. Organic produce is grown better for the soil and also your health without pesticides that harm the environment, and also with practices that will help the animals and not just the farmers. Buying local foods also minimizes the carbon footprint of your food because there's the carbon footprint of transport that is a big part of the environmental impacts that foods have. If you buy locally and it's a farm grown pretty close to you, then there aren't a lot of carbon emissions from the transport of the food to you. Also, it's a great way to support your local farmers. Number 9. Compost and plant native plants. This is a really great way to return nutrients from your food and other waste products back into the soil and then grow native plants with it, which will benefit the bees, the birds, basically all the animals that are native to the area. This is especially important because there are non-native plants that are taking over the native plants, and that's hurting the animals. Native plants also tend to be more suited to your area's environment, so if it rains frequently in your area, then the native plants will be plants that can take in that much water. And if you live in, say, California, where it's pretty dry, then you'll have more drought-resistant plants that can take the California heat. All in all, this is beneficial for animals and the environment. And lastly, number 10, thrift more. And I have a couple videos about thrifting. I'll link them up here so you can see them. So thrifting is a better way to purchase things. If you need to buy clothes, then thrifting is a great way to get clothes sustainably and also affordably. Because these clothes are used, the impact is much less than buying new fashion, even if it is sustainable fashion. Also, if you thrift for your items instead of buying them new, you'll end up saving a ton more money. That's it for today's Earth Day special video. Happy Earth Day to you and all the other humans that live on this planet. Thanks for watching! Like if you like this video, subscribe if you want notifications about new videos. I usually post one every Saturday, so please be on the lookout for that. And remember to comment down below about what things you're doing for Earth Day and what habits that you are going to adopt from this video. Have a nice day! Bye!